comprehension test. Here in this next half an hour, we're going to talk about how to crack this eChat. We're going to bring in some speakers from all over the world, and we're going to tell you how to crack this very important exam that's scheduled on the 15th of May. So without wasting any more time, I'd like to call upon the CEO and chairman of IIHM School, Dr. Suborno Bose, to come and address you and open the session. Dr. Bose, over to you. Just bear with us for a second. Dr. Bose, are you there? Hello, Dr. Bose, are you there? Bear with us for a second. Okay, I guess some technical difficulty. What we're going to do is we're going to move, as Dr. Bose comes, we will straight go to London. Professor David Foskett, who is the chairman of International Hospitality Council and an icon in hospitality. Before he comes in, I'll just share with you that he is one of the most respected figures in the world. Just to let you know that hospitality degree was actually a diploma until about late 70s and early 80s, and there was nothing called a degree in hospitality and degree in culinary, and it was all because of Professor David Foskett that this diploma got converted into a degree. So Professor David Foskett joins us from London, and all the way to you. Professor Foskett, over to you, and a very good evening from India.
All right, well, it's good morning from London, and a very bright day in London, and good morning to you all. It's a pleasure to speak to you this morning from London and to talk to you about the wonderful career ahead of you. Now, I know that the world is in lockdown and people are not traveling, but the world will open up soon, as it was before, and people have an insatiable appetite to travel. And when people travel, they stay in hotels. Now, India is in a very unique position because it has a lot of domestic tourism. And also internationally, you call yourself incredible India. But I say something slightly different to that. It is incredible, but India, the very name of India, there seems a magic in the very name of India, because you have so much to offer the world. And you, as young people studying hospitality, you have in your DNA a natural ability to be hospitable. And you are unique in your culture, in that you are respectful. You are groomed in hospitality. And the world wants people like you. And I visited many countries all over the world, and I have to say India is one of the top countries, if not the top country, for being hospitable. So you have a fantastic career ahead of you, but you must have self-belief. You must believe in yourself, be confident, but not overconfident, and start to build your unique hospitality brand, which is you. Listen very carefully to your tutors, learn as much as you can, and then go out and conquer the world. It's very important that you conquer the world with your ability that you have. And you are unique because you're also very lucky to be in the best hotel school in the whole of India, IIHM. The future belongs to you. The future belongs to IIHM in the hospitality world. It's upwards and upwards, success after success. So believe in yourself. And remember, there's very much a magic in the very name of India. India is incredible, but it also has this magic. It has this magic of resources, what it's got to offer the world. It has this magic in its people. Its people are magic in what they can offer the world. You have some of the best brains in the world, the best technicians in the world, the best hotel managers in the world, and you are the future. The future belongs to you. The future belongs to IIHM, and it is the very magic. And the career you have is global. You will have a passport to work anywhere in the world once the world opens up again, and it will open up. You know, people, don't be gloomy, be positive. We've got through 2 world wars, and this is nothing like a world war. Yeah, once there will be a vaccine, there will be a cure. Yeah, remember this. You know, in the 80s, people were talking about HIV. People were dying of HIV. No one today dies of HIV. No one, right? Okay, and because there is cures, so there will be medicines available. There will be vaccines, and the world will open up, and the world belongs to you. You as hotel managers will have fantastic careers. You will walk on the best carpets, under the best chandeliers, meet the most fantastic people. You will meet celebrities. You will meet royalty. I have met so many people. I have met the Queen, Prince Charles, the royal family so many times. And it's only that I studied hospitality, and I'm in hospitality, that gives me that unique privilege to see all these people. And the unique privilege I have today in speaking to you, the future of hospitality management. Not only are you the future of hospitality management in India, you are the future of hospitality management across the world. The future belongs to you. The future belongs to IIHM. And that's important. And incredible India. But remember, there is a magic in the very name of India. And there's a magic in studying hospitality education. And I've been in it over 50 years. And it's given me a wonderful living. It's given me so many advantages in life to meet so many wonderful people. And to address you this morning is a sheer privilege. Because as I said, you are the future. And remember that, you are the future. I'm the past, but you are the future. And the future belongs to you. The future belongs to IIHM. Yeah? So remember that. But have self-belief. Self-belief. And you will make the grade, and you will become the GMs of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Foskett. Absolutely lovely message you've given to the students to look towards the future and always be bright and keep moving ahead in life. All right. Thank you, Professor Foskett. He joined all the way from London. And over to Dr. Bose, CEO and Chairman of IIHM Hotel School. Dr. Bose, over to you.
Yeah, very good afternoon to all these lovely, wonderful people out here who have joined this afternoon. And I'm sure that is going to be a very power-packed webinar where a lot of information about hospitality education, the career in hospitality, and of course about the IIHM, and most importantly, eChat exam coming up on the 15th and 16th of May will be discussed. We have got Mr. Abdullah Ahmed and Ms. Sanchari Chaudhary, who will be taking you around for the next couple of hours or 1 hour and talking everything about that. If you have got any questions, please do ask or write in the chat box. So from the point of view of hospitality, I think this is one industry which is not just very passionate, but it is also very exciting. It's one industry that will always give you an opportunity to travel the world. And just a month back, everything was fine. Right now, temporarily, the world is locked down, not just you, everywhere. But then, as Professor Foskett said, we have seen in the past also a lot of turbulence, and it's another 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, I don't know, but it will be fine. Again, the flights will start. Already a lot of shops have opened. Right now, I'm talking from Calcutta, and outside my window, I can see people in the office. So things are becoming normal. Another 2 weeks, I think, will all be. I'm in my office, as you can see, it is my office. So things are getting normal, and hospitality is the career that is not just teaches you about hotels, because there's a lot of people who thinks hospitality means hotels. No, hotel is a very important part of hospitality. but it's not the only thing. Even if you go for healthcare, even you work in fashion, if you work in aviation, you work in cruise lines, you work in army, everywhere the hospitality students are in great demand. About thousands of our students go every year abroad, whether it's for internship or for the industrial placement or for a job placement. You can study the year 3, year 4 in UK or Canada or Germany, about 10 countries. We had a lovely campus in Bangkok where you can go for the year 3 and study 1 year in Bangkok, 2 year in Delhi or Bangalore or Kolkata or Pune. So I think it's a great opportunity which hospitality offers you, which no other career offers that kind of excitement. Initially, it's hard work. I have to admit. If I tell you it's easy, I'm lying. It's not easy. But then you tell me what is easy. If you become a doctor, for the first 7 years, you need to struggle. But then become a doctor. If you are a lawyer, first 3 years, no one will also look at you. But then you become a big lawyer. So like any profession in the world, also in hospitality, first few years, you need to work very hard. But you don't need to struggle. Working hard, working passionately, working with a lot of heart, and then within 30, when you are 30, generally our students pass out of college when they are 21, but within 8 years, 9 years, they become general managers. They become executive chef. We have got not one or two, but hundreds of the example right now in India. The chef, executive chef of Hyatt Regency Kolkata, a general manager of Hyatt in Lucknow, the general manager of La Meridian in Goa. They're all students of IIHM, and they all become within 30 to 32 years old. So the career elevation is very fast. There is a lot of opportunity for people who like to really work hard and a lot of passion, a lot of energy. Here is a career where you need a lot of energy, you need a lot of excitement. I mean, this is not a career for people who like to just relax, take off after 1 hour, say, oh, I got bored, I want to sit in front of computer and work. No. If you are that, you should not come and join hospitality because you will be disappointed. If you want to travel, if you want to be exciting, if you want a life which is very excitable, if you want to be an executive chef and a page 3 of newspaper, if you want to be somebody who is very famous, but then you are ready to work hard and earn a lot of money, either in India or abroad, only then you should join hospitality. Because hospitality, 50% is from your passion. 50% is from the passion and attitude. And the rest 50% is from the skill. Whereas in other profession, it is opposite. It's 80% skill and 20% passion. But if you are passionate, if you are excitable, if you want to travel, if you want to really conquer the world, as David Foskett was telling, and you are so lucky to be listening to David Foskett today. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in the hospitality education worldwide. He has written hundreds of books, and he's the chairman of the International Hospitality Council, which is huge. You can Google him. So this is one career which is absolutely exciting. Well, as I said, that this career will take you places, but you should be a person who is also outgoing. If you think that, well, I live in Delhi and I don't go anywhere, then you should not come and join. But if you say, I live in Delhi and I should go for internship in Singapore or in Malaysia or maybe even in Goa, then you are the person who should join. This is not a career where you for someone who wants to stay back home. You should try engineering for that matter. This is a career for outgoing people, people who are passionate, people who can go and conquer the world, travel, make money, make friendship, and are exciting mindset. Here the important word in our entire lexicon is passion. If you are not passionate, hospitality is not for you. But if you are passionate and if you are still at 60%, 55%, you are still a superstar. We are not looking at rocket science 99%, 90% guys. No. Let them go and join engineering or let them go and become doctors. We are looking at people who are absolutely exciting, passionate, and who are willing to travel, willing to explore, and willing to enjoy their life. Then you come and join hospitality. As for the IIHM, I think Abdullah and Sanchari will speak a lot, so I will not say. But one thing I will say that at IIHM you get one big advantage. Two things I'll say. Number one is that you have heard of this newspaper, which is the most respected newspaper in the country called Economic Times. For the last 3 years, we have been awarded as the best hospitality brand in India. 3 years. You can get that 1 year. You can get that 2 year. 3 year. Difficult. We got for 3 successive years by Economic Times. It is not a small newspaper that you can influence. No. And Forbes. You should Google Forbes. Forbes. It's world's #1 business magazine. Forbes and Fortune. These are both American magazines, not Indian magazines, right? So Forbes and Fortune are the 2 most important magazines in the world. And Forbes every year gives a rank to a very selected institute as the best place to study. And for 2 consecutive years, IIHM has been selected by Forbes as the best place to study. And it has nothing to do with the subject. Because at IIHM, we don't just make you a skilled labor. We make you a skilled professional because the kind of environment, the kind of ambience, the kind of facility which you get, no other institute in the world gets it. For example, you can go to wine tour in France every year. You can go to culinary tour in France. You can go to wine tour in Spain, Italy as well. You can be a part of the Young Chef Olympiad, which is the world's biggest culinary event. And that is organized by whom? By the students of IIHM. 55 countries comes and represent. 25 Michelin star chefs come as judges. And who handles them? The IIHM students. So that's the kind of opportunity. That's the kind of experience. That's the kind of IIHM-ness that the students experience in IIHM. It's not about only study. No. It's about creating yourself into a total hospitality DNA. That at the end of 3 years, you are ready to join industry. And within 6 to 7 years, you become general managers. And that is where IIHM makes a difference. And I think that you have a lovely career. I know that all of you are going through a little bit of mental stress now, but I think also you have to understand this storm will pass away. This storm will pass away. And suddenly we'll find that you don't know what to do. Where's the admission test? So we bought the eChat at your home. You can sit at your home and give the eChat. I think Sanchari will speak more about it. But this is a big opportunity for you to come and join hospitality. And as we say in IIHM, that dare to do. This is a time when you guys actually dare to do and take a call and join whatever you want. Don't wait for next 6 months, next 8 months, what will happen. Take a call now because after all, it's your life, your career. COVID-19 will pass away, but you have to make sure you don't lose any year, you don't lose any months, or you don't take admission in an inferior college just because you are late. So I'd like to thank all of you for joining us, and I'd like to congratulate all of you for thinking about hospitality. That's the reason you have joined us. And I'm sure that we'll see a lot of you as our future student in the next few months. Thank you very much. And it was such a wonderful time speaking to all of you. I'd like to especially thank Professor David Foskett, who has taken out time from his extra busy schedule. Now he's become over busy with the COVID also. He's been also advising a lot of agencies, a lot of hotels. So thank very much, Professor Foskett, for coming and joining us and talking to these lovely youngsters. And I'm sure they will be very, very benefited by whatever you said. So to all of you, all the best. Take care. Stay safe. Join hospitality. Thank you, and over to Abdullah.
All right, thank you, Dr. Bose, for talking to the students and telling them a little bit about IIHM. And it was an absolute pleasure to have you today, and absolute pleasure to have Professor Foskett with us and talk about careers in hospitality and share a little bit about what the students can expect. All right, a lot of questions have already started coming in into the chat box. And Professor Foskett, you want to say, please go ahead.
Abdullah, hospitality is the top career and the best career for social mobility. You will become a manager very early in your career, yeah? And the earning power, once you're a manager, is a lot greater than many other industries, yeah? It's not me saying this is the research saying it. So this is a journey that is fulfilled. It's actually fulfilled with lots of expectations that can become realized, yeah? And we've got lots of examples from that, from previous students, how well they're doing, yeah? And it is the best subject for emotional intelligence, life skills in the world. It's the best subject to study emotional intelligence and life skills and transferable skills. The hospitality industry gives you so many transferable skills that other industries would love to have. So you're on a unique journey. If you join hospitality, you join IIHM, you are on a unique journey.
Thank you so much, Professor Foskett, and a lot of questions coming in. So what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to straight go to the eChat examinations. We're going to tell you about what eChat is all about, what kind of examination will come, what kind of questions will come, the different set of questions that are expected. And once Sanchari finishes about talking about eChat and telling you a little more about examinations, then we'll start taking up your questions that you started posting. Just to let you know, in case you have any question, please post it onto the chat box, and if time permits, we will try to answer every question, and if not, then we will definitely give you our email ID, and you can send us an email with your question, and we'll be happy to answer you back. All right, so eChat is an examination. Now, just to let you know that we are the only college, we were the first college in the country that converted our offline exam or exam into online examinations, looking at COVID-19, supporting the cause of social distancing, supporting the cause of working from home or studying from home. So we don't want our students to go out and risk their health and life and safety. So keeping that in mind, everything is being converted into online, and eChat examination, which is the written exam, will be online, followed by a personal interview that will also happen online. And with more information, I've got Director Bangalore Campus, Ms. Sanchari Chaudhary, who will put some more light onto the examination. Sanchari, over to you, straight to Bangalore.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abdullah. That's a great introduction. Really feeling well because Bangalore is going through a great climate at the present moment. We are anticipating some rains, maybe in the early evenings. So hopefully the weather should be becoming more pleasant. Very good afternoon to Professor Foskett at London, Dr. Bose and Calcutta, and definitely to you in Delhi, and definitely to all our students here present. Our future students, in fact, because just like Dr. Bose said, we are really, looking forward and hoping that many of you would be, of course, our students in the coming few months. So very, very happy to see all of you here. And of course, talking about eChat, which Abdullah has already talked to you about, eChat definitely is a particular, examination which we have, in fact, converted from, going to a computer lab and taking the test to your own homes now. So sitting in the comfort of your home, you're able to take this test. I'm very, very hopeful and sure that all of you have registered for the eChat already. In case you have not, I would just like to give you a little bit of an idea as to how you can go ahead and register still, if you're still, waiting for it. You just have to go to our website, which is iihm.ac.in. The very moment you're there, you'll get to see a scroll bar wherein there would be an option mentioned as register for eChat. You have to click there. You have to go ahead and fill all the details. The very moment your registration is complete with the examination fee, which is rupees 600, right? Your entire experience would be complete. You would be, of course, getting an email confirmation stating the details of your examination date, because you would have to mention which date. As you know already, we have gone ahead and opened our next eChat examination on the 15th and 16th of May. So depending upon which date suits you the most, you would have to provide that along with, of course, the date for your personal interview, which would be happening only after the examination, which is eChat is complete. Once that's been done and your entire formality is complete, as I said, you'll be receiving an email confirmation along with your due dates, etc. Once the confirmation has been done, an OTP is also going to be sent to you to authenticate, your real identity. Post that, at least 3 to 5 days before the actual examination would be taking place, guys, you'll be getting your admit card. So your admit card definitely would be having all the details pertaining to the timing of the test and also the pertaining to the timing of your PI. I get to see a lot of questions, which is in fact coming in the chat board, asking us as to how you would know about the time of your exam schedule or your PI. That exactly is a formality. Your admit card, the one that you'll be receiving almost 7 days before your examination, would be covering all these details. Now, eChat, of course, home-based eChat, I'm sure you know already, is going to be, of course, very comfortable for you. I would tell you exactly how to crack the test, how easy it can be. Definitely, a lot of focus has to be from your end. How to prepare for the exam is something which is very important right now. If you see our site well, if you have gone to our website, and if you want to again go, you can see again, just below the scroll bar of how to register for eChat, you will get another scroll bar mentioning, the mock test, the eChat mock test, which are in fact the question papers of all the last, you can say the last 10 years, questions which has been simulated and provided to you. This would be giving you a very, very good glimpse and giving you a good practice of how the test would look like. Right? If I talk about the examination time, this is going to be for 60 minutes, right? That is about, say, an hour's time. 60 marks for an hour's time. There would be 4 sections in the eChat that you would have to go ahead and take. The most important happens to be, of course, English grammar. There would be logical reasoning. There would be aptitude, and most importantly, there would be GK. So we are very, very hopeful that all of you currently at home, all of you are going through a lot of newspapers, reading the news, and definitely keeping yourself absolutely up to date of what is happening around you, because GK, current affairs, is a very, very important and integral part of your examination. So is English, so is logical reasoning, and so is definitely aptitude. Once your test is complete, for about 1 hour's time, post that, you would be, of course, getting ready for your PI. Talking about a little bit more about the eChat examination and how to prepare oneself. Now, when you go through these different sections, of course, I've told you about current affairs and, which would be helpful to you. Newspapers, a lot of magazines, a lot of editorials, which is in fact there even online today, will give you a very, very good glimpse about, your GK and how to go ahead and, of course, do a lot of study on that. These mock question papers, which are in fact there, that is really helpful. If you're going through at least, you can say a few sets of them, you would be capable enough to go ahead and crack the test very well. English, if I talk about, I'll suggest you to, in fact, go ahead a lot with your Red and Martin English. Your grammar would really be helpful. Articles and a lot of other grammar, which is very important for you, would be helpful you at this particular stage. Aptitude, again, little bit of arithmetic, a little bit of, reasoning power is very important again. So if you go ahead and start taking these tests now often, that will give you a good glimpse and you would be able to do that periodically in a good time. So have a time, have a stopwatch with you. Whenever you're taking these mock tests, see how early you can finish this. The very moment you start taking at least 4 to 5 tests, you exactly know by what time you'll be able to go ahead and complete this test, right? If I talk a little bit about the personal interview round, which would be happening post your eChat examination. So personal interview across all our campuses, directors along with all the senior team members, right? There would be different panel discussions happening. Now, again, IIHM, all of us take the very, very proud credit of going ahead and conducting a PI for the very first time from home. This has never really happened before, and the experience of all our students, all our prospective students so far has been amazing. We have been receiving great feedback, and I think that has gone ahead and encouraged us a lot, because sitting right at home, being on web, it can be on your mobile phone, it can be on WebEx, it can be basically be on Zoom or on Skype. You're able to basically, groom yourself, present yourself well in front of a panel, which is going to be on your phone line. So that's how comfortable it would be. So we would, of course, let you know beforehand, what would be the medium of, your personal interview. In case if you do not have, few messenger services activated, you can always do that much earlier in advance. Once you're through with that, definitely the time allotted in your admit card sheet, and definitely a call from our marketing team would configure and definitely confirm you as to when you have to be ready for your personal interview round. So the very moment that happens, the questions in the personal interview would be completely about yourself. So my complete, advice to you would be, please be yourself. Nobody actually knows you more than your own self, isn't it? So when we talk about personal questions, when we, question you as to why have you become so interested with hospitality? What makes you come here, right? Why do you basically want to join hotel management or hospitality management? Dr. Bose very nicely said that there are certain personal attributes that you need to have. And the first thing is you need to be extremely passion driven. This is an absolute passion industry. This is industry calls for a lot of sacrifice. This industry calls for a lot of momentous, hard work, a lot of mental as well as physical hard work, and a lot of energy. So if you think that, yes, you're the one who's really suited, and this is your decision to go ahead and take this as a career choice, then definitely I'm sure you will be doing very, very well in the PI round. But definitely don't forget your smile. The smile is the first makeup that anybody in fact has. So that is something that you would have to keep that in mind. Whoever takes your PI round, just stay confident, keep smiling. And I think that's all. You just have to crack both of them very well. And that's how simple it is. But yes, as I said, you have to keep your focus. I think, Abdullah, that would be good enough for starting.
इस प्रकार से आप अपने eChat के लिए पढ़ाई करेंगे. अगर आपको सैंपल पेपर देखना है, आपके पास दो ऑप्शंस हैं सैंपल पेपर देखने के लिए. एक तो आप वेबसाइट पे जाइए, वेबसाइट पे जाके जैसे ही आप IIHM.ac.in वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे तो सामने फ्रंट स्क्रीन पे स्क्रॉल आ रहा होगा रजिस्टर टू टेक मॉक टेस्ट. उसको आप क्लिक करेंगे और क्लिक करके रजिस्टर करेंगे और वहां पे आपको सारे क्वेश्चन पेपर्स मिल जाएंगे. दूसरा ऑप्शन आपके पास ये है कि आप वेबसाइट पे जाइए. वेबसाइट पे जाके जो ऊपर टैब्स आते हैं, टैब्स में एक टैब होगा कोर्सेज में जाइए. कोर्सेज के टैब को प्रेस कीजिए और वहां पे डाउनलोड सेक्शन होगा. डाउनलोड सेक्शन में 2019 का सैंपल पेपर अपलोड किया हुआ है, वो आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं और आपको एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि किस प्रकार के क्वेश्चंस आपसे पूछे जाएंगे. ये जो टेस्ट है ये 60 मिनट का है, 60 मिनट्स, एंड इट इज टाइम. तो जब आपका टेस्ट शुरू होगा तो आपको इंश्योर करना है कि ये टेस्ट 60 मिनट के अंदर अंदर खत्म हो जाए, वरना ये ऑटोमेटिकली सबमिट हो जाएगा. सो यू विल नॉट हैव ऑप्शन टू डिले. 60 मिनट्स, एग्जैक्टली 60 मिनट्स के बाद ये ऑटोमेटिक सबमिट हो जाएगा. सो इट इज एडवाइजेबल. जब आपके पास बहुत सारे सवाल होते हैं तो आप बेटर ये है कि आप वो करते जाइए एक सवाल जो आपको पता है. जो नहीं पता वो आप बाद के लिए छोड़ दीजिए. बिकॉज अगर आप एक सवाल नहीं आता आपको और आप उसमें बैठ जाएंगे उसको सॉल्व करने में या उसको सोचने में, तो आपके बाकी सवाल भी छूट सकते हैं. सो 4 सेक्शंस, लगभग 4 सेक्शंस में बटा हुआ है ये क्वेश्चन पेपर, विच इज जनरल अवेयरनेस, इंग्लिश, एप्टीट्यूड और एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग. ये 4 सेक्शंस में होगा. एंड एडवाइस यही है कि जैसे जैसे आप आगे सवाल करते जाएं, जो आता है वो करें, जो नहीं आता वो बाद के लिए छोड़ दें. पूरे सवाल अटेम्प्ट करें जो आते हैं, उसके बाद दोबारा जाइए और फिर वो अटेम्प्ट कीजिए जो आपको नहीं आता. उसमें यू विल बी एबल टू सेव टाइम, बिकॉज याद रखिएगा कि टाइमर कंप्यूटर के ऊपर चलता रहेगा और 60 मिनट के बाद ये सबमिट हो जाएगा. रही बात पर्सनल इंटरव्यू की, जो संचारी मैम ने आपको बताई, जस्ट स्माइल, दैट्स इट, बी योरसेल्फ. सिर्फ आपको वो होना है जो आप हो, दैट्स अबाउट इट। आपको किसी की कॉपी नहीं करनी, किसी के बारे में नहीं बताना, सिर्फ अपने बारे में बताना है। जनरल क्वेश्चंस पीआई के अंदर जो पूछे जाते हैं वो ये पीआई यानी पर्सनल इंटरव्यू, पीआई का जो फुल फॉर्म है वो पर्सनल इंटरव्यू है, जो कि वीडियो कॉल के तहत होगा। एंड वीडियो कॉल जब आपको की जाएगी, इंटरव्यूज आपको फोन करेंगे, आपसे सवाल पूछेंगे, आपके नाम पूछेंगे, जनरली आपकी हॉबीज के बारे में पूछेंगे, आपने क्यों हॉस्पिटैलिटी चुना वो पूछेंगे, एंड जनरली थोड़े बहुत सवाल जनरल अवेयरनेस के आपसे पूछेंगे, आपके बारे में, फैमिली फ्रेंड्स के बारे में, स्कूल के बारे में, कैसे अपना हॉलिडेज बिताते हैं, कैसे अपना वीकेंड्स बिताते हैं। द आइडिया इज टू चेक वेदर यू कैन स्पीक कॉन्फिडेंटली और नॉट, द आइडिया इज टू चेक वेदर यू गॉट द पैशन टू डू हॉस्पिटैलिटी और नॉट, एंड दैट इज व्हाट वी आर चेकिंग इन अ पर्सनल इंटरव्यू। एज डॉक्टर बोस सेड कि हम लोगों को वो स्टूडेंट्स नहीं चाहिए जो 98%ers हैं। वी आर फाइन, हम बिल्कुल ठीक हैं, वी आर फाइन इफ यू आर 50%। अगर 50% भी आपके मार्क्स हैं तो कोई ऐसी घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज हॉस्पिटैलिटी एक स्किल बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री है। हॉस्पिटैलिटी एक वो इंडस्ट्री है जिसमें आपको हर वक्त मेहनत करनी होती है, काम करना होता है, मूव करना होता है, गेस्ट से इंटरेक्शन करना होता है, और इसीलिए यहाँ पे ज्यादातर आपके मार्क्स को नहीं देखा जाता, आपकी ओवरऑल पर्सनालिटी को देखा जाता है। जब मैं ऐसा बोलता हूं तो जनरली सवाल ये आता है स्टूडेंट्स का कि आप हमें बताइए कि क्या ये करियर हमारे लिए सही रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा। उसके लिए एक छोटा सा टेस्ट मैं आपको दूंगा, और वो टेस्ट ये है कि अगर आपको घूमना फिरना पसंद है, अगर आपको लोगों से बातें करना पसंद है, अगर आपको नई जगह जाना पसंद है, अच्छे खाना खाना पसंद है, नए शहरों में जाना पसंद है, नई कंट्रीज देखना पसंद है, टू ट्रैवल विद द बेस्ट, एंड नए नए लोगों से मिलना, सेलिब्रिटीज से मिलना पसंद है, सेलिब्रिटीज के लिए और जितने भी बिजनेस टाइकून्स हैं उनके लिए मैरिजेस और फंक्शंस ऑर्गेनाइज करना पसंद है, तो ये इंडस्ट्री आपके लिए है। तब ये अगर इस सारे सवालों के जवाब आपके हाँ में हैं तो इसका मतलब दिस इंडस्ट्री इज फॉर यू। और हाँ, अगर आपको बैठना पसंद नहीं है, ये जनरली इंडस्ट्री एक ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है जिसमें आप हमेशा मेहनत करते रहेंगे, भागते रहेंगे, काम करते रहेंगे, डेस्क के ऊपर बैठने को आपको नहीं मिलेगा। तो अगर आप कंप्यूटर के ऊपर बैठ के 12 घंटे काम करना चाहते हैं तो ये इंडस्ट्री आपके लिए नहीं है। पर हाँ, अगर आप लोगों से मिलना चाहते हैं, बात करना चाहते हैं, एंजॉय करना चाहते हैं, या लोगों के लिए इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज करना चाहते हैं, नई नई चीजें एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहते हैं, नए खाने बनाना चाहते हैं, या गेस्ट से इंटरेक्शन करना चाहते हैं, सर्व करना चाहते हैं, तो दिस इंडस्ट्री इज फॉर यू। उसके अलावा आई थिंक eChat के लिए आई वुड सी एक सवाल आ रहा था कि कब eChat का टाइमिंग क्या होगा। तो जब 15 तारीख को एग्जाम की eChat की डेट है, आपके पास एडमिट कार्ड 2 दिन पहले आपकी ईमेल आईडी में पहुंच जाएगा। उस एडमिट कार्ड में आपके पास आपका सारा एग्जाम का टाइम और इंटरव्यू का टाइम लिखा हुआ होगा, एंड आपके पास कॉल आ जाएगी। एंड इन केस अगर आपको फिर भी अगर आपको कोई क्वेरी है या आपका कोई सवाल है, सो व्हाट आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट संचारी मैम टू चैट बॉक्स में सारे कैंपसेस के एक मोबाइल नंबर आप लिख लीजिए, एंड वो चैट बॉक्स में अभी संचारी मैम आपको सारे मोबाइल नंबर्स जो हमारे कैंपस के हैं वो नोट कर लीजिए। कोई भी अगर आपका सवाल हो तो आप उस मोबाइल नंबर पे फोन करके भी पूछ सकते हैं। हमारी जो आईडी है admin@IIHM.ac.in उस पे भी पूछ सकते हैं, या फिर जो आपके इंटरव्यूअर्स हैं जो आपको वीडियो कॉल करेंगे, आप उसके ऊपर भी जाके कॉल कर सकते हैं और अपने सवाल पूछ सकते हैं। क्विकली आई गो टू द चैट बॉक्स, यहाँ पे कुछ सवाल आ रहे हैं। I'll try to take the questions. I'll try to take the questions. Okay, is college provide loan facility? Loan generally college नहीं provide करता, लोन जो है वो banks provide करते हैं। तो अगर आपको लोन चाहिए तो आप अपने banks के पास जा सकते हैं, banks आपको लोन देगा। However, हमारी scholarship जरूर है जो हम scholarship देते हैं। इस वक्त 2 प्रकार की scholarships चल रही हैं। एक scholarship वो है जो उन students को दी जाती है जिनके marks 80% से ज्यादा आते हैं। 80% और 90% से ज्यादा मार्क्स अगर आपके हैं तो आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकती है अप टू 20% से लेकर 30% ऑफ द कोर्स फीस के ऊपर। अगर आप इस कैटेगरी में नहीं आते या आप आर्म्ड फोर्सेस कैटेगरी में आते हैं, विच मीन्स कि आपके पेरेंट्स या तो डिफेंस सर्विसेज में हैं या पुलिस सर्विसेज में हैं, तो आप हमें एक ईमेल कर सकते हैं और उनके लिए स्पेशल स्कॉलरशिप है। उसके अलावा ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स जिनको स्कॉलरशिप की रिक्वायरमेंट है, एक वेबसाइट है hotelmanagementindia.com। ये वेबसाइट है hotelmanagementindia.com। ये लोग स्कॉलरशिप्स देते हैं, hotelmanagementindia.com की वेबसाइट है। इसमें आपको अपने क्रेडेंशियल्स जाके अपलोड करने पड़ेंगे, ईमेल करनी पड़ेगी और बताना पड़ेगा कि आपको स्कॉलरशिप क्यों चाहिए, और hotelmanagementindia.com आपके साथ संपर्क करेगा। इट विल कॉन्टैक्ट यू एंड देन इट विल आस्क यू सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस, और अगर आप उसके क्वेश्चंस के लिए एलिजिबल हो गए तो आपको वो स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकती है। आपको एक चीज और बताऊं कि hotelmanagementindia.com में इस साल 50 लाख रुपए तक की स्कॉलरशिप दी जा रही है। इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि एक आदमी को ही 50 लाख रुपए मिल जाएंगे, इसका मतलब ये है कि वो 50 लाख रुपए को बांटा जाएगा और इन डिफरेंट स्टूडेंट्स डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर मेरिट। किसी को 20,000 की स्कॉलरशिप, किसी को 30,000 की स्कॉलरशिप, ये मैनेजमेंट बोर्ड डिसाइड करेगा hotelmanagementindia.com का। सो दैट इज द आंसर फॉर द लोन फैसिलिटी। स्कॉलरशिप के बारे में मैं आपको बता चुका हूं। प्रोविजन फॉर कैंपस प्लेसमेंट्स, यस, एवरी कैंपस हैज गॉट अ कैंपस टीम। कैंपस प्लेसमेंट्स जो हैं वो कॉलेज की टीम्स कराती हैं। यू हैव टू बी रेगुलर, रिमेंबर 3 साल आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, बट यस, द कैंपस प्लेसमेंट टीम विल असिस्ट यू इन गेटिंग यू प्लेस्ड। फॉर द लास्ट 15 years all our students are getting placed in 5-star hotels and related fields. हर साल हमारे 85% स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनको प्लेसमेंट मिल जाती है। बाकी 10% स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो अपने बिजनेसेस खोलते हैं या अपने बिजनेसेस की तरफ जाते हैं या अपने फादर के बिजनेस को ज्वाइन करते हैं, और बैलेंस 5% आगे हायर स्टडीज के लिए जाते हैं। सो जनरली ये ब्रेकअप रहता है फॉर कैंपस प्लेसमेंट्स। एंड अगर यस आप लोगों ने अपने कैंपसेस के लिए अप्लाई कर रखा है, क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि मैंने अगर कैंपस कैलकाटा के लिए अप्लाई किया है या दिल्ली के लिए अप्लाई किया है, मैं पुणे जाना चाहता हूँ, या पुणे के लिए अप्लाई किया है, मैं बैंगलोर जाना चाहता हूँ, इस वक्त आई थिंक डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। आप अपना एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दीजिए, eChat दीजिए। जब आप इंटरव्यूअर के साथ बात करेंगे, वहां पे जब आपका इंटरव्यू हो रहा होगा, वहां पे आप अपने इंटरव्यूअर को बता सकते हैं कि आपकी चॉइस ऑफ कैंपस कौन सी है, और वहां पे आपको कैंपस अलॉटमेंट दिया जा सकता है। सो दैट इज व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज। टाइमिंग ऑफ द eChat बता चुके हैं, लोन फैसिलिटी के बारे में बता चुके हैं। टाइमिंग ऑफ द eChat is about an hour. Careers after job improves. बहुत सारे careers हैं जिसके बारे में अभी इतना टाइम नहीं, पर मैं क्विकली आपको बता दूं। बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है कि होटल मैनेजमेंट ज्वाइन करने के बाद, ये 3 साल का डिग्री प्रोग्राम है, इसके बाद यू कैन ओनली ज्वाइन होटल्स, विच इज नॉट करेक्ट। आफ्टर ज्वाइनिंग होटल्स एंड हॉस्पिटैलिटी मैनेजमेंट, 3 साल की ग्रेजुएशन के बाद यू कैन ज्वाइन होटल्स, यू कैन ज्वाइन रेस्टोरेंट्स, यू कैन ज्वाइन फैसिलिटी मैनेजमेंट। फैसिलिटी मैनेजमेंट में 3 प्रकार के डिविजन्स आते हैं। हॉस्पिटल्स आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, मॉल्स ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। There is a huge lucrative career out there. अगर आप ये नाम लिखें मिस्टर राणा दास गुप्ता का, तो आप गूगल कीजिएगा। मिस्टर राणा दास गुप्ता CEO हैं अपोलो हॉस्पिटल्स के, एंड ही इज नॉट अ डॉक्टर, ही इज अ हॉस्पिटैलिटी प्रोफेशनल। उन्होंने अपना ग्रेजुएशन होटल मैनेजमेंट में किया था और आज वो CEO हैं अपोलो हॉस्पिटल्स के। जो भी आपके फ्रेंड्स मेडिकल कर रहे हैं, करना चाहते हैं, आप उनको कह सकते हैं कि आप मेडिकल कीजिए और डॉक्टर बनिए, मैं हॉस्पिटैलिटी बनकर CEO बनूंगा हॉस्पिटल का, एंड आई विल कंट्रोल योर हॉस्पिटल, जहां पे आप practice करेंगे. That was just a joke, but yes, you can get into this. Apart from that, you can get into catering, you can get into aviation. Aviation में आप एयर होस्टेस या एयर स्टीवर्ड बन सकते हैं, ग्राउंड फोर्स एयरपोर्ट ऑपरेशंस कर सकते हैं। एयरपोर्ट ऑपरेशन जब आप एक एयरपोर्ट पे जाते हैं, so there are a lot of people who are checking you in over the counter, the people who are escorting you, there are people at the gate, so you can join them at airport operations, and इसके अंदर you can grow as an airport airline manager also through this profession. So you can get into that. You can get into bars as well. Alcohol और liquor का भी एक profession है। बहुत सारे boys smile कर रहे हैं ये सुनकर, but yes, just to let all the boys and girls know, I know possibly you are just about to be 18 and I should not be talking about alcohol and liquors at this point in time, but एक profession है, इसलिए बता रहा हूँ कि जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर आपको लिकर्स पसंद हैं या अल्कोहल पसंद है, जो ड्रिंक ही करना होता है उसके बारे में आप स्टडी भी कर सकते हैं. इट इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. यू कैन बिकम अ बारटेंडर और यू कैन बिकम अ वाइन सोमिलियर. बारटेंडर जनरली मिक्सोलॉजिस्ट होते हैं. बारटेंडर्स का बार के पीछे, काउंटर्स के पीछे मिक्सोलॉजी करते हैं, मिक्स कॉकटेल्स बनाते हैं, एंड देयर इज अ डिफरेंट प्रोफेशन ऑल टुगेदर इन दिस. उसके अलावा यू कैन बिकम अ वाइन सोमिलियर. वाइन सोमिलियर वो लोग होते हैं जो वाइन्स से रिलेटेड काम करते हैं, वाइन प्रोडक्शन के अंदर इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और वाइन टेस्टिंग के अंदर होते हैं. इट इज अ वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड लुक्रेटिव प्रोफेशन. और अगर आपको लगता है कि वाइन के बारे में पढ़ना बहुत आसान होगा, तो मैं आपको बताऊं कि पढ़ने में बड़ा इंटरेस्ट आता है, बिकॉज आपको बहुत सारी वाइन्स टेस्ट करनी पड़ती हैं. बट इसकी स्टडी के लिए अगर आपको एक अच्छा वाइन सोमिलियर बनना है, तो इट टेक्स यू अबाउट 10 years. 10 साल लगते हैं एक अच्छे वाइन सोमिलियर बनने के लिए. बट यस, उस 10 सालों में आप हजारों किस्म की वाइन्स टेस्ट करेंगे एंड यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. ज्यादातर बॉयज इस वक्त मुझे स्माइल करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं, बट ट्रस्ट मी, इट इज नॉट एट ऑल सो इजी. इट इज डिफिकल्ट, बट obviously if you've got interest, then why not? There are so many people. आप एक नाम लिखिए मिस्टर इरफान का. मिस्टर इरफान एक बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल बारटेंडर हैं जो कलकत्ता में रहते हैं. अगर आप गूगल करेंगे तो आपको उनके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी. अभी कल ही उन्होंने एक सेशन IIHM स्टूडेंट्स के लिए किया था. वाइन सोमिलियर्स के बारे में आप थोड़ा सा रिसर्च कर सकते हैं. उसके अलावा यू कैन गेट इनटू क्रूज लाइंस. जो कि सवाल आया था कि मैं क्या क्रूज लाइंस में जा सकता हूँ. क्रूज लाइंस में आप बिल्कुल जा सकते हैं. यू कैन वर्क एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड, एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ क्रूज लाइन is that once you work in a cruise line, you travel all over the world and you see about 200 countries, 200 countries in about 6-7 years, because cruise lines don't travel in Hooghly or Ganga or Yamuna. They travel in international waters. They travel in Antarctic, Atlantic. They travel at Pacific. They travel in Mediterranean seas, and it's a different world altogether. So हो सकता है आज आपने लॉगिन किया हो भोपाल से, नागपुर से, अकोला अमरावती से, राजस्थान से, गुजरात से, बैंगलोर से, गुलबर्गा से, विशाखापट्टनम से, बट 5 साल के बाद ये पॉसिबिलिटी है कि आप कहीं पे इन द मिडल ऑफ अटलांटिक ओशन एक क्रूज लाइन पे खड़े हो एंड यू आर टॉकिंग टू योर फ्रेंड्स इन अ क्रूज लाइन, dealing with the best of the best people. That is very much possible. और यही एक वाहिद एक ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है जो ग्रेजुएशन करने के बाद you get an opportunity to work anywhere in the world because there are hotels. IIHM के स्टूडेंट्स आपको सिर्फ 2 जगह पे नहीं मिलेंगे. एक है आर्कटिक और दूसरा है एंटार्क्टिक, बिकॉज वहां पे होटल्स नहीं है. अदरवाइज हर जगह आपको स्टूडेंट्स मिलेंगे. एंड यू नेवर नो, हमारे बहुत सारे ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो आज पूरी दुनिया में वेल सेटल्ड हैं, क्रूज लाइंस में काम कर रहे हैं, अलग अलग एरियाज में हैं, अलग अलग दे कम फ्रॉम डिफरेंट एरियाज. कोई हरियाणा में झज्जर से है, कोई अल्मोड़ा में है उत्तराखंड से, तो कोई नागपुर से है, तो कोई विशाखापट्टनम से है, तिरुवनंतपुरम से है, एंड दे ऑल सेटल ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, चाहे अमेरिका हो, न्यूजीलैंड हो, Australia. So the world is your plate once you join hospitality. Hostel facility, yes, absolutely. Hostel facilities hain. Campuses will give you more information on this. Do have to pay extra money for the first year fees for internship in abroad. Internship first year का हिस्सा नहीं है, internship second year का हिस्सा है. तो 3 साल quickly मैं आपको बताता हूँ. First year you will study all the subjects. Second year आपका 2 भागों में बटेगा. एक 6 महीने आप इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में जाएंगे, जिसको हम IT बोलते हैं, जहाँ पे आप एक 5 सितारा होटल में या 5 स्टार होटल में 6 महीने एज एन ट्रेनी आप काम करेंगे और यहाँ पे जाके यू विल वर्क फुल टाइम. सो दैट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द कोर्स. ये जो इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग है, यू कैन डू इट आइदर फ्रॉम इंडिया और फ्रॉम एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड. यू कैन डू इट फ्रॉम फ्रांस, यू कैन डू इट फ्रॉम मिडिल ईस्ट, यू कैन डू इट फ्रॉम स्पेन, मिडिल ईस्ट, मॉरिशस, सिंगापुर, चाइना, मलेशिया, Maldives, and you name it, and you can actually do it from wherever you want to do. There are a lot of international opportunities that you get, and when you come to third year में आपके पास फिर से इंटरनेशनल ऑप्शंस हैं. थर्ड ईयर में या तो अपना आप जो थर्ड ईयर डिग्री करेंगे वो डुअल डिग्री प्रोग्राम है हमारा, जिसमें एक आपको इंडियन डिग्री दी जाएगी, एक इंटरनेशनल डिग्री दी जाएगी. इंडियन डिग्री इज एन इग्नू डिग्री जो कि आपको एलिजिबल करेगी कि आप अगर MBA आगे करना चाहते हैं तो कर सकते हैं कहीं से भी, या अगर NDA, हमारे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी ज्वाइन करते हैं, आर्मी में जाते हैं या दिल्ली पुलिस या IPS वगैरह के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं, तो उस डिग्री के साथ आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, या फिर इंटरनेशनल डिग्री जो हमारी मेन डिग्री है वो डिग्री लेकर यू कैन वर्क एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड एंड इन इंडियन होटल्स एज वेल। द डिग्री इज यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ वेस्ट लंदन की डिग्री, और इसमें आपके पास ऑप्शन है कि आप ये डिग्री अपना 3rd ईयर में या तो आप इंडिया कैंपस से कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं, या आप लंदन जा सकते हैं, या आप बैंकॉक जा सकते हैं। So maybe there is a possibility and that is an option. Masters के लिए आप अपने मास्टर्स स्विट्जरलैंड से कर सकते हैं, जर्मनी से कर सकते हैं, लंदन से कर सकते हैं, कनाडा से कर सकते हैं। So that is about a little bit of studies and we'll tell you more in details later on. Okay, इंटर्नशिप के लिए एक्स्ट्रा पैसा देना पड़ेगा। Yes, absolutely. आप कोई भी इंटरनेशनल ऑप्शन लेंगे, कहीं पे भी आप जाएंगे, आपको उसके लिए पेमेंट करनी पड़ेगी एक्स्ट्रा, और वो क्या पेमेंट होगी, कहाँ जाएंगे, वो अलग डिटेल्स हैं जो आपको कैंपस स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन जब आप अपने इंटरव्यूअर्स से बात करेंगे, दे विल गिव यू दैट इंफॉर्मेशन। ऑलराइट, how to go to London 3rd year and what is the criteria? Criteria is very simple. अपने 2 साल कंप्लीट कीजिए सक्सेसफुली, 3rd ईयर में आप अप्लाई करेंगे, एक ब्रिजिंग कोर्स होगा, 1 सेमेस्टर आप इंडिया में करेंगे, उसके बाद 3rd ईयर के लिए आप लंदन चले जाएंगे। उसके लिए IELTS का एग्जाम आपको देना पड़ेगा, बट डिटेल्स हम आपको बाद में देंगे, अदरवाइज वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू फिनिश। सिर्फ 9 मिनट रह गए मेरे करियर स्टूडियो में टू फिनिश द सेशन एंड आई विल ट्राई टू आंसर द अदर क्वेश्चंस। आई थिंक मोर और लेस वी हैव कवर्ड ऑल द एग्जामिनेशंस एंड ऑल द क्वेश्चंस। Maximum and minimum salary, placement salary. Well, industry mein, this all depends on your hard work. Normally, average salary starts anywhere